What happens if you create content every day for 30 minutes? If you want, we can fast forward to the results, which is I was able to build the life of my dreams. This is an experiment that I actually ran way back in 2015. I'm just now getting around to recording and discussing the outcome of that experiment. In 2015, I decided I wanted to grow my Instagram presence. I committed to posting every day for 365 days. I knew that that would be a minimum of 30 minutes of content creation per day. Honestly, closer to about an hour. I committed to that. I actually wound up creating content every day for 1,000 days in a row, which actually is 2.74 years. The content that I chose to create was what I called a daily maestroism. The important thing to realize here is that I chose a medium that I knew I could actually stick to every day. I knew I couldn't do video at the time, but I could create a static post, and I did that every day for 1,000 days. The outcome, it allowed me to leave my full-time PT job. I got a job at a phenomenal company called RockTape. I moved across the country. I traveled the world teaching for that company. I built a following. I launched my own personal course internationally and went on to establish an online business, a multiple six-figure online business. As it relates to the actual nuances of what happens if you decide to create content or you commit to creating content every day for 30 minutes a day, you get proficiency and you get efficiency. You get faster at doing these things, you get more proficient at the task. For those of you that are like, okay, but if I'm doing a lot of this thing, how do I know if it's the right thing? If you commit to doing this thing, in this case, content creation or creating content every day for 30 minutes, you will get a glimpse into specificity. You get more reps and you figure out, what do I actually like talking about? From the audience perspective, the more content that you create, the more opportunities that you create for people to see your stuff and interact with your stuff and tell you that they like your stuff. You get this feedback from them, and that can help guide you as to what you actually want to be creating. If we fast forward to the end of my story, I created content every day for 30 minutes for 1,000 days. After I hit 1,000, I felt kind of like Forrest Gump when he was just running forever and he was like, I'm done. I'm good. So I decided to take a break from that type of content. I was still posting every day, but I decided to take a break from those specific daily maestroisms. I went on to post them kind of infrequently and sporadically. I calculated this as well. After I hit 1,000 daily maestroisms, and I decided to post sporadically, it took me 286 days to create 93 of those same posts. The math, I'm going to read it. I got it on the screen here because it's a lot. There's big numbers here. At that rate, it would have taken me 3,075 days. That is 8 years to do what I originally did in less than 3 years. So what happens when you create content every day for 30 minutes? You build a habit, and realistically, yes, you can absolutely build your best life. Do you have to keep going? Absolutely. But I'm just here with this video to tell you what happens in the beginning and show you a little bit of a glimpse into what potentially could happen. I can, however, promise you one thing. If you decide to take no action, do no content creation, you will get 0 results. Thanks for tuning in. Do the thing. It's really hot in here. Wow, I'm hot.